When we're young, we have an amazing, positive outlook about how great life is going to be, but somewhere along the line, we forget to dream and end up settling. Join Up Dots features amazing people who refuse to give up and chose to go after their dreams. This is your blueprint for greatness. So here's your host, live from the back of his garden in the UK, David Ralph.
Yeah, hello there, chums. How are we? It's Join Up Dots. It's the podcast that, quite simply, is life-changing. How do we know that? Because we get so many emails from you lovely listeners just saying that the penny has dropped, or I now believe, or I'm just getting going, or I couldn't have got to where I am without the podcast. Now, it's lovely to hear, but it really has nothing to do with the podcast. It's all down to you. You can listen to every episode you want, and you won't get anywhere. But if you do something and actually work at it, then you're going to get somewhere. You really are. I promise you, it will take a little bit of time, but if you can stay persistent and keep on chipping away, you'll get there. I had an email yesterday from a lovely lady called Jigme Chodan. And she's in Nepal, and she's a brilliant, beautiful architect and engineer, and she's been freelancing for a few years. And basically, she says, feel like I'm finally transitioning from a freelancer to having a firm. So it takes a while. She started off working for other people, either on Upwork or whatever, and learning the skills. And she's... What else she say? Definitely at a stage of growth, she says. I've now hired a driver, employed an architect, got a better contractor and labourers, set up systems for construction supplies and also a house help. I'm getting to do more of the work I enjoy, concept and design. But it's still stressful, she says. My body is exhausted, but I have deadlines. I also rejected a couple of clients who didn't really align with me, so I'm being selective and hiring help and doing my best. Not sure what I can do more to be balanced. Well, the key thing to that is she is getting rid of the crappy clients. That's one of the first things you can do. When you start off a business, it's quite easy to take anything that comes your way. But by pushing them away and saying, no, I've got this firm criteria, these are the people that I want, and then working on developing your portfolio or your products or whatever you do, Jigme, you're going to get that balance. You really will, because the crappy people become few and far between, and then you can charge more, and you end up having the case of having 2 or 3 clients in a year, but earning the same as having 100 clients. So it certainly works that way. So Jigme, thank you so much for dropping us a line, and we love you. Yes, we do. Now, I've had an email from a couple of listeners called Jamie and Tim. Actually, they don't send it to me. They say, hey, Join Up Dots listeners, because they've got some exciting news that they want to share with you. And that's what we do at Join Up Dots. We try to inspire you to get going, and then you come up with some ideas, or we can help you get the ideas or whatever, and then you share it with the world and you inspire them. And so this one is definitely... because not only are they making money, but they're doing it in a really cost-effective way that all of us could do. Promise you, even you, and that person picking his nose. Every single one of you, you could do this. Well, Jamie and Tim have dropped us a line, and they say a few months ago, we were brainstorming ways to make a bit of extra cash each month. And they spent some time with me. Not a long time. I think it was probably about 20 minutes, half hour, something like that. And they say afterwards they had a light bulb moment. And what they've decided to do, and I love this, is they've decided to refurbish children's furniture that's being given away for free on Freecycle. Now, that's a website in the United Kingdom where people basically are kind of don't want the items anymore, but they're too good to throw away. Or it might be the case that they can't be bothered to throw it away, so they put it on Freecycle, and you can look for local area, 10 miles, 5 miles, 20 miles, whatever, and see what people are, as I say, giving away for free. You've just got to go around and pick it up. And what they've been doing, they've been hunting down children's furniture on Freecycle, And they actually say you'd be amazed at the great stuff people are just giving away. And then they are giving it a makeover. So the first thing they do is they give the furniture a good sanding to get it nice and smooth. And then they paint it in bright, fun colours. And then they add new handles to jazz it up and just make it look all good. Now, you might think, well, I could just go to IKEA and get one of those and get it for new. This is the final touch. What they've started to do is painting and decorating it in football team colours and badges. So kids' bedrooms have suddenly got a Liverpool wardrobe or a Liverpool cupboard or something, or a Manchester United or Inter Miami. And you can do this, whatever club people actually find and they support. And they're spending about £30 on each piece and then selling them for around £150. So that's £120 profit. And they do it in their weekend, and they're saying that basically this little venture is now covering half their mortgage each month. So if you think somebody is now paying for 6 months of their mortgage each year just by being a bit proactive and going around and finding this stuff and then polishing it. And we can do that. It's not hard. I used to do that with the kids' wardrobes, give them a tart up and get a little roller and paint it and then put a bit of varnish on there and make them blues and reds or whatever colour we were doing at the time. And it's something that once you get going, you can just do loads of things. And they're actually giving us their next steps, the other ideas that they've already brought into their mind to be able to take forward. So let's just go over that. So the key thing is they're taking a wardrobe that's being thrown away. They're just making it really good, but they're putting a spin on it. They're painting it up, putting some stickers on there, and they actually say they went over to Etsy, ETSY, and they've got some templates made so that they can actually paint the badges on. And so if you imagine a Liverpool badge, you've got the bird in the middle, they paint that bit with yellow and then they paint the next bit with black, and then when they peel off the template, it's the perfect badge painted actually on the unit they're selling. They're making it bespoke. They're making it something that you can't get elsewhere, and little boys and little girls and maybe the odd dad would love to have those in their bedroom, and so it makes it wantable. And if it's wantable and you can't get it anywhere else, then you're going to start doing it. So at the moment, they're selling about 4 a month. And so they do one each weekend, and they make about 150 or about £120 profit after their money is taken off for the handles, the paint and the templates, whatever they need to do. Now, this is brilliant because, as they say, they've now got 5 more ideas to make money, and they want you guys to think about it as well. It's going to take a little bit of effort, but you go round, you can do it in your own time, and even if you do one a month and you make £150, then that could be, I don't know, your mobile phone bill. It could be whatever expenses you've got. It starts chipping away at that, and then you've suddenly got 150 quid that you didn't have before. And in Join Up Dots land, I'm a great believer in multiple income streams, not just trying to get one big, sexy, big business, but get loads of them. Just little things, because money is laying around you. Money grows on trees, and it literally does. You've just got to go round and pick it. So they've come up with these ideas, and they've said the listeners of Join Up Dots can all do this, and they believe that Freecycle or other similar sites are going to be in your local vicinity. And so they said, first of all, Upcycling Home Decor, as they say. So they scour Freecycle and they look for mirrors, pictures, frames, lamps. Then they clean and paint them, refurbish them to make them trendy. So think of something that, you know, makes them a bit different. Upcycled. I know somebody actually that is making quite a good living. If you remember the Friends program with Ross and Monica and all those people, and you imagine Monica's flat, they used to have a frame on the back door. And it was a yellow one on a purple door. And I know somebody that has created a plaster mould and is just making those frames, and it's making a nice little bit of income. They just make the moulds, they pull them out, they paint them bright yellow like the Friends one was on the programme, and they're selling them for £19 or something, I think, each, and it's costing them literally about £1.20 or less to make them. So it's about 19 quid. And they're selling them online and they're doing really well. So it's just a simple little idea of something that people, especially the Friends fans, would actually want. And so now they market these products. They say that you can sell them on Etsy or local marketplaces. And as I say, people love these one-of-a-kind home decor items, and you can sell them at a good profit. They've also listing refurbishing bicycles. Look for older unused bicycles being given away. And there's always, I just gave about 4 away, and I've still got another 3 in my garage where you get them for the kids, and the kids get too big for them very quickly, and you don't throw them away. And they're all pretty good. They just need a bit of loving care by cleaning, repairing, maybe adding a new tyre seat or handlebars or something, or just checking the brakes, and then sell them locally or through online marketplaces. People are looking for this kind of stuff. It's what we all want. We want our kids to be able to ride bikes. We want to sort of get around cheaply. And if they look as good as new, once again, you can fetch a nice price. I bet you could probably make £40 a bike easily by just tarting them up. Now, for your pet lovers, they've said DIY pet furniture and accessories. Once again, collect the free furniture or wooden pallets and then turn these into pet beds, cat trees, dog houses. You can sand, paint and add soft bedding or scratching posts. Make them handcrafted items for their pets. Make them unique. So find out what a pet's name is. Try and get that onto them. So it's once again, it's bespoke. And then you can sell these directly or at local pet fairs or once again online. Now, the last 2 that they've given us is vintage clothing, which we've spoken about before. Look for bags of clothes and accessories being given away, and then sell these on platforms like Depop or Poshmark. And then the last one, I think this is a good one because once again, cheap, literally free. Collect old furniture or wooden crates, turn these into garden furniture or planters, sand, paint and weatherproof them for outdoor use, and then they can be sold at garden centres, local markets, online. And once again, think of ways that you can make this unique for the person buying them. It might have the kids' names on it. It might be memorialising their mum and dad that's not with them anymore. Just nice little touches that can turn it into something that people will look at and then really want. These ideas, I think, are great because they leverage the concept of just transforming free, unwanted items into income. And you can tap into probably 1,000 specific markets. We've given you about 7 in this episode in 12 minutes, and you can make them profitable just by having a little bit of creativity and a bit of elbow grease. And if you're thinking to yourself, I don't know how to do that, go over to YouTube. Somebody will show you how to do that. And the first one that I did many, many years ago, I thought the same. I thought, I don't know, I'll give it a go. It wasn't too hard. It really wasn't too hard. And the wife was actually once quite impressed. And the wife for once was quite impressed with me. So it's a powerful thing when you can look around and you think, I don't have to build a business. I don't have to have clients. All I need to do is utilize other people's crap and turn it into money. And you can all do that. So for Jamie and Tim, thank you very much for dropping us a line. Let's give you a round of applause. For Jigme, our absolute big round of applause for you because you've worked through the freelancing state and you're now actually having a firm and you're hiring people. Just got to keep it balanced. We'll do a few episodes on that, keeping it balanced. And for everybody else out there that is joining up the dots and creating new lives and income streams, drop us a line because we'd love to know about them and we can share them and inspire other people. And it's just one thing. Do one thing and it builds confidence for you to tackle more and more. And then your life becomes easier and easier. And we are here all the time to help you. And that's joinupdots@gmail.com, or you can just drop a voicemail to make it as easy as possible from your phone. Come over to the website, click the red button, and you can speak to us directly, and we will help you in any way we can. Until next time, thank you for listening to this episode of Join Up Dots. Thank you for Jamie and Tim and Jigme, and for everybody else out there beavering away, joining up those dots. Thank you to you too. Until next time, we'll see you. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join up Dots.